This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Among various natural disasters, tsunamis deserve particular attention for the combination of their destructive character and opportunities to prevent human losses. An event that entirely transformed standard scientific approaches to this phenomenon was the Indian Ocean tsunami in 2004. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, it all started with a 9.1 magnitude earthquake near Sumatra, Indonesia. Although not resulting in significant destruction, it ruptured a 900-mile stretch along with the Indian and Australian plates, forcing massive ocean floor segments over 30 meters upward. Combined with the 10-minute duration, such a quake caused a tremendous tsunami rushing across the Indian Ocean. It affected the entire region, with the heaviest losses in nearby Indonesia and several deaths occurring even in South Africa, 5,000 miles from the epicenter. Therefore, this tsunami became a global disaster affecting millions of people and requiring a thorough review and identification of future preventive and mitigation measures. The statistical data published by international researchers demonstrate the tremendous effects of this natural disaster. With 227,898 people dead or missing, it caused the highest number of tsunami victims throughout recorded history. The worst effects of the Great Wave were observed in Indonesia, where the death toll exceeded 160,000 people, and the overall damages almost reached $4.5 billion. The remaining fatalities were found all along the Indian Ocean coast, with the largest numbers in Sri Lanka and India. The total material losses were estimated to reach $10 billion. Entire communities were wiped off the map, and thousands of houses and large infrastructural objects were destroyed. Moreover, ruined coastal facilities resulted in a significant impact on tourism, which constituted the primary income source for many states. Thus, this tsunami became the deadliest and most destructive natural disaster in the region for years. The latest strategies aimed at mitigating tsunamis are vast, however, their implementation is complex and does not always guarantee the complete prevention of the disaster's impact. The first strategy is concerned with the vertical evacuation of the population to the existing natural high ground or tsunami-resistant structures or special-purpose structures. The second strategy is the construction of structures that are higher than the expected height of tsunami inundation. The third strategy is concerned with the excellent preparedness of the cities in communities, such as the adoption of building codes to address tsunamis, the moving of essential community assets and vulnerable individuals out of tsunami hazard zones, and planning for post-tsunami recovery. It is suggested that a global educational program be implemented, allowing people to identify the early signs of an incoming disaster, which can be viewed as a measure to prevent human losses. Nevertheless, despite all technological advancements, the generation and distribution of warnings still take time, and nearby areas can be affected in minutes. Therefore, straightforward advice to anyone in the coastal zone, feeling the ground shaking or seeing the water inexplicably receding, would be to rush to an elevated place and stay there until the wave passes. Because not all current prevention and mitigation efforts are fully effective, further research and development efforts are needed to address the challenge of the adverse impact of tsunamis on the global population. If you want to find more works like this essay on the Indian Ocean tsunami of 2004 and its consequences, head over to ivypanda.com. It has a collection of free samples with thousands of submissions covering virtually all academic subjects. No registration required to access it.